Hello to the whole Yahel network and anybody who's looking to join it. My name is Rachel. I'm 26 years old and I'm currently living in Jerusalem. I'm the Director of Enrollment at Young Gedera, and I'm also in the middle of getting my master's online at Johns Hopkins for public management. In my spare time, I engage in a sport called acro yoga, which is really big here in Jerusalem. It's like a partnership acrobatics that you see in the circus. Most relevant to you is that I am a 2013-2014 Yahel Social Change Program alumni. At the time, the program was in Gedera, and as you can probably guess, I have not yet left Israel. I first heard about Yahel when I was working at Dickinson College at their Hillel. Well, one of the alumni of Dickinson and Yahel called to discuss his time in the program. That call opened up such a huge door of opportunity to me that I didn't know existed, and introduced me to experiences that have truly been transformational. At the time, I was looking for something to do before going back to school, something that would challenge me physically and emotionally, and something that would get me a little more engaged in the world around me. Throughout Yahel, we learn. We learn about Israel and the Middle East. We learn about Judaism and what it can look like all over the world, and we learn about our neighbors, our roommates, and ourselves. For me, and what was probably most surprising, is how I fit in with each of those groups. Finding commonalities with people you believe to be so different, finding your own comfort zone in a foreign environment, and finding success in places you don't expect. I did not think I would stay in Israel, have this great job, or meet my husband while on the program. That's a big shout out to the rest of the Yahel staff that asked me to go to a conference where I met him. I learned a lot of wonderful things about Israel, and some things I definitely needed to look into further. But I got an itch to engage in Israel, and that hasn't ceased. The more time passes, the more I can attribute that itch to time in our community garden with the laid-back but powerfully passionate members of our neighborhood, discussing history, politics, family values, and cooking recipes. That garden, which we spent so many hours in, was grounds for physical success as we saw our work lead to new crops for the neighborhood, and grounds for emotional success as we began to play out how we were going to apply all that we learned to whatever came next. So now, I live in Jerusalem. I'm about 2/3 of the way done with my master's. I manage 6 employees while enrolling and bringing in funds for over 15 educational and volunteer programs in Israel. I picked up a new hobby, I got married, and I'm currently working on getting a dog in the foreseeable future. If you are looking at doing Yahel, then my advice is, of course, absolutely do it. But while you are here, network, and I don't just mean professionally. Take a deep and conscious interest in the people around you. Learn from them and stay in touch. It's been almost 3 years since I started the Yahel Social Change Program, and just last week I saw my host family in Gedera, which is pretty cool. Good luck, and if anybody is ever in Israel, please let me know.